Welcome to lesson 49 of Digital Marketing 3. So you'd realize that most of the stuff that we are going to be covering today, they do resonate with something that we have already done at the beginning of the year, since the whole subject of digital marketing is all about strategy. So with lesson 49, we are going to be focusing on strategy formulation. Remember everything that we've done from the advantages of digital marketing platforms, the 5 Ds of digital marketing interactions, the micro-analysis and the macro-analysis, all do contribute to strategy formulation. But before we go deep into today's business, just as a recap, on Tuesday we spoke about the F1 assignment. We did revision. We also had a discussion on the feedback, and we did F2 briefing. So this lesson is going to contribute to most of the elements that you are going to be covering in F2, especially when you are going to be setting the SMART criteria for the objectives. So all these are going to be part of strategy formulations. So the lesson outcomes for lesson 49 is that at the end of this session, you should be able to understand strategy formulation. You should be able to know acquisition and its relations to strategy. You also need to be able to know retention and its relation to strategy. So you realize that most of the goals for digital marketing strategy is to acquire as many sales as possible. You expose the brand to the audience so that they engage with the product or the service that you are exposing it to them using digital platforms. So you need to acquire as many customers as possible who can engage with your product, be it buying from it and using it, or sharing it to others who can be able to use it. Then the second one, of course, those customers that you've already acquired, you'd love them to come back for more, or you'd love them to be repeat buyers. So that would be part of the customer retention processes. So those are the 2 elements that you need to achieve when formulating a strategy. So these are the key concepts that we are going to be discussing as we unpack this session. So we are going to talk more about digital marketing strategy. We are going to talk more about strategy formulation. We are going to talk about online tactical marketing segmentation. So with all these terms that I've just mentioned to you, are there any terms that you feel like it's first time coming across them?
I'd say strategy formulation. I've never seen the term, but I think I sort of understand what it means. And online tactical marketing segmentation.
Okay. Yeah, these words, sometimes they're so deep to the extent that they can create a sense of fear in you. But these are the things that you come across on a daily basis. As you can see, the definition for strategy formulation, it is generation, reviewing, selection of strategies to achieve strategic objectives. Remember, there's a question on your F2 that says you must create 2 objectives and have a SMART criteria on them. So this is one of the things that you're going to be discussing that is going to contribute to your F2 assignment. So have you ever been involved with strategy formulation at some point in your life?
I'd say yes.
Okay.
During submission week, I had to find a strategy to complete all of my assignments. Like I had to dedicate some time towards each assignment so that I can finish it on time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was your strategy formulation successful?
No, because I underestimated how much work I actually have to do.
Okay. We're going to touch on that, on the objectives, because at the end of the day, you need to access or to review the strategy that you've come across, whether it's working or it's not working. So in your opinion, how is strategy formulation relevant in digital marketing?
I think a big part of digital marketing is planning and putting objectives in place. If you don't do that, then you won't achieve your marketing goals. So you can have a plan, but you need to strategize how you're going to implement the things that will yield the results that you are looking to get.
Okay, that's definitely correct. As we discussed the learning outcomes for this lesson, I discussed that there are two main goals that we focus on when it comes to digital marketing strategy. First, you need to acquire as many customers as possible. So you need to generate awareness, or you need to make sure that the brand or the product is as exposed as possible on digital platforms. So you need to bring so many people to engage, be it with your content or be it with what you are promoting. Then the second one will be to make sure that those people do not get distracted. They can come back for more. So how can you sort of maintain or sustain the acquisition so it becomes customer retention? So strategy formulations involves the identification of alternative strategies, a review of merits of each of these options, and then selecting the strategy that has the best fit with a brand's trading environment, its internal resources and capabilities. Therefore, brands should be realistic about what their strategies can achieve and must base digital strategies on sound logic and thorough analysis. So we just spoke about what you say that you were under pressure and you had to come up with options to do with your assignment submissions. So if you realize that it's not working, you always look for other options. And I'm sure that when we came up with words like option B, if option A doesn't work, I'm going to assess my option B. Some people can even go further and say they've got option C and option D. So you look at alternative strategies. You review the merits of each option and see which one is going to work. For example, ask yourself, am I going to start on experiential learning or entrepreneurship assignment, or must I start with digital marketing 3 assignment? So you come up with best option, and those options might end up fitting into your holistic strategy. So different digital marketing strategies are grouped according to whether they support customer acquisition, conversion, and retention. Alternatively, they can relate to the race model that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago. We spoke about reach, interaction or action, conversion, and engagement. So realize that the options that you have, you need to assess whether they can support the race model. Digital marketing strategy formulation typically involves making adjustment to marketing strategy to take advantage of the benefits of online channels rather than the wholesale changes. Therefore, the key strategic decisions for digital marketing are the same as strategic decisions for the normal traditional marketing that we are used to. These involve selecting target customer group and specifying how to deliver value to this group. So segmentation, targeting, differentiation, and positioning are all likely key to effective digital marketing. So the same way we assess strategies offline, we use the same methods when it comes to online presence. We use the same methods when it comes to the use of digital platforms. Of course, when you are communicating in the digital community, you also need to segment your audience, your customers. You also need to have a specific target. You can't target everyone on Facebook. You can't target everyone on TikTok. There is a specific niche that you have to follow. You also need to have a sort of differentiation and positioning. So you cannot have a one-fits-all strategy or want to fit with competitors. You need to better position yourself to have a competitive advantage. Remember, we've always discussed the formula for a competitive advantage. Do you still remember the formula for a competitive advantage?
I don't remember it, but I wrote it. It's agility times reach over time to market.
Okay. So that one always works because you want to better position yourself in the competition, as we did the competitor analysis, looking at the barrier of entry and stuff like that. So you can't just use the available digital platforms for the sake of it. You can't use them just because your competitor are using them. You need to have some sort of good positioning. You need to have some sort of good brand differentiation and have a competitive advantage over your competitors. Then digital marketing strategy. As mentioned in previous sessions that we have had, you should be able to remember that digital marketing strategy can also be referred to channel marketing. Why so? Because digital marketing strategy, digital marketing itself, it's all about promoting the brand, promoting the products, promoting the services using digital platforms. So it can also be referred to a channel marketing strategy because there are specific channels on digital platforms that you would like to utilize in order to reach out to your audience or to reach out to your customer. And it needs to operate in the context of multi-channel marketing. As the word itself, multi, says it all, it means that using a couple of channels rather than only one. So it is important that the digital marketing strategy should be based on objectives for online contribution of leads and sales for the channel. Digital marketing strategy should be consistent with the types of customers that use and can be effectively reached through the channel. Digital marketing strategy should support the customer journey as they select and purchase products using this channel in combination with other channels. We spoke about customer journey when we were doing our customer analysis. Digital marketing strategy should define a unique differential position for the channel, specify how we communicate this proposition to persuade customers to use online services in conjunction with other channels. Digital marketing strategy should manage the online customer life cycle. We also spoke about the customer life cycle when we're doing our customer analysis as part of the micro analysis. Through the stages of attracting visitors to the website, converting them to customers, and retention and growth. Then finally, Digital marketing strategy should be consistent with these types of customers that use and can be effectively reached through the digital communication channels and targeted using tactical marketing segmentation. So you'd realize that segmentation and targeting is very crucial to digital marketing strategy. So as much as there's so much noise on digital platforms, you need to have a tone, a brand tone that resonates with your target audience. If you are targeting the youths, there's no way you can address them in the same way that a baby boomer or people who are above 40 can be addressed. Vice versa, it's the same way if you are addressing senior citizens, you cannot use the language that resonates with the youth, because some of them might feel disrespected, some of them might feel like you are actually taking them as childish and so on. So there are so many factors that we consider in offline marketing that can actually be also used in digital marketing. Are there any questions so far, Ntati?
Not at all, sir.
All right. So this is an example of the relationship between objectives, strategies, and performance indicators. Remember again, we do have a section on F2 that talks about performance indicators. So please have a look at this, interact and engage with this table so that you do not get confused when doing your F2. So have a look at how the KPIs are being applied here when looking at the relationship between objectives, strategies, and KPIs. This is in your textbook. I can't remember on which page, but the slides are also on Core Campus. You can get it from Core Campus, and ultimately you get it when the recording links for this session are also uploaded on Core Campus.
Sir, can I ask?
Yes.
I remember yesterday, Garbo sent a text in the group asking about Instaport, I think. Did you end
Oh,
up
yes.
on it?
All right, let me quickly have a browse through because I wasn't there. Instaport. All right, let me try to do so while it's on the line. I'm just going to open up my browser and see if you are going to win when doing a search. It's quickly opening. Go, let's see how I can show this. Stop sharing. All right, let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Let Insta. Is it instant pot or Instapot? How
In,
is it put on?
in the assignment, it says Instapot and not Instant Pot.
Okay.
And I also couldn't find that one that's written in the assignment. I could only find the Instant Pot as well.
Right, I know you can always, then if you go to news, maybe someone reported about it. And the other competitor, did you come across it?
I
The
did.
bank, is it bank pots or bank something?
Yeah, I haven't checked that one.
Okay, I'll after this lesson, I'm going to have a discussion with my colleagues and tell them the challenges that students are facing when it comes to finding the competitor for Instapot, because I'm not the one who set that assignment. So I'll go back to them. Chances are that maybe it was created last year or last of last year, then it's no longer there. So I'll get back to you on that one in 30. But in case I drop a ball, I forget, please remind me on WhatsApp. Okay, so in conclusion, the lesson was an opportunity for you to continue to develop a greater awareness of digital marketing by integrating digital marketing strategy to traditional marketing and business strategy. With this lesson, you should be able to identify opportunities and threats arising from digital media and technology platforms. You should also be able to develop a framework for digital marketing planning. Finally, you should be able to evaluate digital strategy approaches for different marketplaces and apply digital marketing strategy to a given scenario. Are there any questions with regards to lesson 49?
No questions, sir.
All right, so let's quickly have a case study analysis on how you apply, on how you formulate your strategy. So that's what you are going to be focusing on in lesson 50.